Hello everyone, today we're gonna talk about our first class. We have two introductory questions. First one is about the print function. The second one is how to use the input function. Let's see in detail. Before we start, I have a tiny reminding. Don't forget every legend was once a beginner. Let's start! Hello everyone, as you can see there are two introductory beginning questions. We'll show how to use print and input functions. These are the fundamental programming syntax which you will use in more complicated programs as you build on. These two questions gives you an idea how they are used at the beginning. Let's take a look at and dive into the questions.
Question. Hopefully you already look at the question and figure out how to resolve the problem by yourself, because the best step to getting better in Python to resolve the question by yourself. Okay, let's start. We're gonna create the new variables, and we're gonna store the input variable that we collected from the user into new variable, and then print them into print function. Okay, so we can store the variables that we get from the user with input. We're gonna ask them enter a number. So enter a number. This one, let's look at what we write down. We can directly write down, so 20. Okay, so input hold the numbers that collected from the user and store the n1 variable. But this time we're gonna create the 5 numbers, because the question asking to 5 numbers. Use the 5 input statement. Okay, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna store them into input. We can write down like this. We can copy paste. This is easy for input, because we're gonna write down. You are gonna work on a really big project. Print them into print. You can directly write down the name of the variables into print function, and 3, 4, and 5, right? There is another argument that the print use, which is separated function. We're gonna separate them because the question asks us the set optional argument to print the statement to do this. Okay, we are going to use the separated argument right hidden in the print that can be used optional. Okay, so the question asks us the 5 numbers, create them and store them into input, and print them with separating arguments. So let's run. We can write 5 different numbers, print them into 5 different numbers in the print, and separate argument. So next question, let's move on the next question. Next question asking us to write a program that asks the user to enter a number, store that number in a variable. So we're gonna add to that number, store the result in the same variable, and then print out the value of that variables. Okay, the question asks us to use the same variable and create different variables with the same variable. Okay, this kinda confusing. Let's look at how we're gonna tackle the question, and I'm trying to explain what we can do. Again, we're gonna use the input function here. So let's call the variable as c, and input, enter a number. Okay, so it says that add to that number. Okay, so we're gonna create another variable, and we are going to use the variable that we collected from the user and add 2 and print c. Let's see what we did. Okay, it's asking us enter a number. There is one thing missing in this program. I hope you find it. Okay, so as you can see, we didn't convert the input to number, right? We're gonna use int here, but let me I just want to show you what we did. So it's again can only concentrate str. So it's str, we can't use a number, so we're gonna convert them to integer or eval. You can use something like that. Again, eval also convert the string to integer. Okay, let's use eval this time because we didn't use the eval previously. Okay, let's enter. Write down 10. It's 12, right? Let's run again. 30, 32. This is just easy. You can, there is the important feature that Python has. You can use variables several times, many times in Python. So today is a class about the 2 basic questions. We resolved the 2 basic questions. Hope you like it. See you in the next class. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.